Well, I mean, in grade one, like I had to repeat first grade because I couldn't read whatsoever. The first try, I mean, I hated Dr. Seuss. Absolutely hated it. All these kids run around Dr. Seuss's, Green Eggs and Ham and Horton Hears a Who. I mean, I read that one. That was like the first one I could read, but comics themselves were just so much more entertaining. They caught me like, he let me hang out with him a lot. Like we used to go to the card stores and stuff like that, and they had, I think it was Marvel 1990 um, card set, and some of the cards actually had comic strips on them. So he taught me how to read through that a little bit, but then he's like, "That's not enough." So he went to a garage sale and bought like a stack, like yay big, and he plopped it in front of me. He says, "Let's read," and it's I've never stopped since. My dad worked at Pemco Steel in Pembroke. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. After a while, I mean, like it was a great place to grow up as a child. We we were kind of like had to shop at the food bank and stuff like that because my dad got injured at work, and so he couldn't work. So mom had to be the provider for money. So I had a lot of hand me downs. The comics pretty much came at garage sales. I had to buy them for like 50 cents a piece or something like that. I had to get a paper route to help out with the family as well as myself. I mean, it was tough growing up, but then you know what? That toughness was exactly what we needed. It made my siblings and I who we are today. I wouldn't change anything about my childhood or anything like that. It was just, I come from good people, so yeah. I've become part of a larger community, that's for sure. Um, when I started reading and showing more appreciation for comics, I was in such a small town with no shops or anything like that. I was the only one doing it, so I was kind of a outcast, so to speak. But then the cartoons and everything started coming out, and they were using material from the books. So then I became more of a person to go to for knowledge on it, and it was kind of cool. But I was such a shy kid, like I just kind of stayed quiet and only answered questions when asked. But we're the same people, it doesn't matter who you are. If you like the books and you read it, you know come in and share your experiences. It was a safe haven. um, you get picked on and made fun of outside in the real world. It was just somewhere you could go to join others with the same thoughts, same feelings, and just not get, I guess, persecuted. My dad went through a lot of stuff. He had a lot of health issues. He was fighting. Well, he wasn't really fighting. He was on dialysis for 13 years. Easter time, he broke his leg, taking some of the first steps into his new home. My mom couldn't take care of him, so she had to put him in a home. And to see him in that home, it damn near killed me to see him in that home. So he finally gets over the broken leg, takes first steps into his house, slips again, sprains his knee. Back in the home. Then he gets like a bowel infection or something. I can't remember. So then they brought him here to Ottawa, and they fix him up. And he was done in ICU, and we were thinking, hey, we're gonna bring him home. But that's when he told us that he was done. He didn't want to do dialysis anymore, so it was like it took 2 weeks. He Enjoyed every minute of it, though. He fought through the pain to try and make us laugh all the time. His birthday was September 27th, so he was 66. And then my brother's was the next day. So he kept on saying, thank God. Like, I'm just goes, I don't want to die. I don't want to die before, like, on my son's birthday. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. So he made it. 29th, he passed away. So... it used to be my escape to get out of it, but I'd pick up a book and I couldn't read it. I couldn't. There was a time where I was just ready to give it all away. You know, like I couldn't focus anymore. And then it was just recently I started getting back into it. You know, clearly, you know, like I'm decorating my room full of this stuff right now, but like reading wise, I'm starting to find that love again. It is starting to help me out, but you know, like I still have my days. I'm looking forward to 2019. I just want to not necessarily forget, but I'd like to move on.